Hey guys, how's it going? And today here we are on LeetCode with another problem that is binary tree paths. So we are given a root of a binary tree and we need to return all the root to leaf paths in any order. So this is a tree and we need to return the root to leaf paths. So 1, 2, 5 and 1, 3. These are the two root to leaf paths we need to return in form of a vector of strings. So each string will represent the root to leaf path like this, and we need to put it inside a vector and then return it. Also, we can return it in any order, so we don't need to follow or any such fashion for returning this path first and the other path in some other way. So let us start our problem. We'll just do the DFS of this string, and once we reach the leaf node, we'll insert that path into our vector. So for that, we need a vector of string that in which we will return our answer. So let us declare it as an answer. Then we just have to do a DFS with the root value, and then we will have the current path. Let us denote it as empty string for initial stage, and the third parameter, let us give it as the answer vector of string, and this is fine. And at the end what we need to do is return this answer vector. So let us define the DFS function. Okay, so void DFS first parameter. Second parameter is string, which will be the current path, and the third parameter is the vector of strings. So let us take this vector of strings as a reference so that we don't copy it again and again for the function calls. Now let us define the base case. The base case will be root is equals to null. If the root is null, then just return from the DFS. Also, if the root is a leaf node, then its left value should be equals to null, and its right value also should be equals to null. And if that's the case, then we need to check whether our current path is having any string, means it is having any path or not, or is it an empty string. So if our current path is an empty string, if current path length is equals to uh, equals to 0, then we need to just put that string inside. We need to just put the roots value inside the current path, and we need to insert that current path into our answer vector. So answer dot push back current path plus, let us convert it into string. So to string value. So roots value is holding the value that is currently in that particular node of the tree, and we are converting that integer value to string, and then we are adding to our current path, and then we are adding the current path to our answer vector. Let us reload the page once. Now, if this was the case, if the string, the current path string didn't have any path, or else if it had something inside it, then we will use this. We will have to add something extra here, that is this arrow. So from the existing node, we are moving to the leaf node. So for that, we need to add this arrow, and that covers our case for the leaf node. And if it is a normal node, so then what we need to check is the same thing, same condition here also. If that if we have something in our current path or not, and here we will just do the DFS to left and right. So root left, and then the current path is 0. So with we will just do the DFS with current path similar as here, and the answer vector, and we will do the same for the right child also. Now if we have already something in our current path, then we will use this arrow to denote from the current path to the next node. So we will have these two DFS function calls here also, but we will add something extra here, that is in the current path we need this parameter also. This is fine. So what our function will do here is, if we initially are at the root position, and if first it will check whether the root is equals to null or not, and if the root is not equals to null, then it will check the next case whether it's a leaf node or not. So if it is not a leaf node, then it will go to the this cases. So it will check whether we have something in our current path or not. Initially, we were having an empty string, so it will enter this case, and it will just insert that roots value in our path, current path, and then it will call these call DFS function with these two nodes, and then again we will enter here with the DFS function to this node, and we will do the same process here. It will again enter here, and it will check whether we hold something in our current path or not. We are having this value in our current path, so it will go inside this one, and then again it will just insert the it will just call EFS function for its left child and right child. Since its left child is null, so it will return, and then it will call the right DFS function with its right child, and here it will go again, and it will go inside this condition because it's a leaf node, and it will insert the current path with this case, and we will just insert into that answer, and then again we will backtrack till we are here, and in this case we will call our right child, and it will go inside the DFS function, and then it will go in this case, and then it will uh, insert this 3 and call the DFS for its sorry, it won't go here, it will go here because it's a leaf node. So it will just insert that node into our current path and it will push it into an answer with this case. And that's all. We will be having our two paths in our answer vector and it will return. So let us run our code. Okay, so here we missed plus. Let us submit also. So our solution has been accepted. If you like my solution, then please subscribe to my channel. Or if you have any other solution or a better suggestion, then please put it in comment box. Thank you for watching.